Match number 20 of INL 25-26 comes to life at the Golden Jubilee Stadium in Upia. And it's a big one. Capital Complex, the league leaders and early pace setters take on Kameng United FC, a side desperate to turn their fortunes around. Kameng United, meanwhile, find themselves in the lower half, still searching for rhythm and stability. But that's the beauty of this league. One win can change everything. A victory tonight could reignite their campaign and drag them back into the mix. As we take a look at the points table, Capital Complex continue to lead the way, setting the standard with their consistency and composure. They have been the benchmark, ruthless in attack, disciplined in defense, and full of intent. A win will help them consolidate their top spot. At this stage of the season, every point, every goal, and every moment begins to carry the weight of consequence. The table tells a story, but tonight both the teams have a chance to rewrite it. For Capital Complex, it's about maintaining momentum, protecting their perch at the top, and reminding everyone why they've set the standard for this season. For Kamen United, it's about revival, a fight for pride, points, and belief after a difficult start. The second game of the day will be between Patkai United FC and Namsai FC, who are languishing second last in the points table. Chance for them to climb up the ladder out of that dreaded relegation zone. The winners of the INL will get a berth in the I League third division next season. So a lot to play for. The Indrajit Namchum Arunachal League 25-26. If you talk about Capital Complex, they began their campaign like a storm, brushing aside Moniul FC 4-2 in an opening spectacle that set the tone for things to come. Then came a statement of intent, a 5-1 demolition of Siang Warriors FC. Ruthless, relentless, radiant football at its finest. And most recently, a display of maturity, a 2-0 victory over FC Yiga United. Calm, clinical, compete. 3 games, 3 wins. Capital Complex have not just started the season, they've made a declaration that the crown for now rests firmly in the capital. On the flip side, if you talk about Kameng United, they began with promise, a 1-0 victory over Dibang United, a winning start that hinted at brighter things to come. Their next step brought a 1-all draw against Namsai, a contest that tested their resolve but left them wanting more. And now they face the league leaders, Kameng United, at a crossroad. One game that could turn reflection into revival. This is the matchup, the 20th game of the INL 25-26 Capital Complex against Kameng United. The Capital Complex FC, the side from Itanagar, and Kameng United representing East Kameng and Pakek Kasang districts. Huge support for the local side. Let's see if they can surprise the league leaders this evening here. The two teams with contrasting styles, they clash against each other. Keeper Bharat in charge of Capital Complex, A license holder, a former national player, was instrumental in developing football and success in women's championship as well. And under his tutelage, Arunachal Pradesh did participate in quite a few age group tournaments, of which they managed to make it to the knockouts as well. And Luchan Saikia is in charge of Kameng United. And here they come, Capital Complex FC and Kameng United FC, stepping out beneath the glowing sky of the Golden Jubilee Stadium, UP. The anthem rings proud, the flags flutter in rhythm, and their fans senses something special in the air. The captains stride forward, calm faces, fierce intent, joined by the match officials. The team in red and white outfit, Capital Complex FC, and the side in purple are Kameng United. A marathon league like the INL is like a snake and ladder game. You cannot afford to drop your guard. You can't be complacent. The referee reaches for the coin. It's time for the toss. The man in the center, Shri Toko Teddy. The two assistant referees, Senni Mida and Diana Tain, and Nabam Abu is the fourth official. The two captains for the toss, Techi Tatra and Taibai. Flip of fate, a moment of choice. The sky shines bright, and the air hums with anticipation. And as the players set take their position, one truth stands clear. In INL, no game is routine, and every contest tells its own story. A Capital Complex made 7 changes into their lineup from the FC Yiga United game. Toku replaced by Toyu Thala in midfield. Hage Sarbo gets a start. Damli Bonhyo ahead of Olik Taing, who is on the bench. No Vivek Gurung as well, the side's top goal scorer. And on the flip side, Luchan Saikia made 3 changes as well from the United Kurung FC game. A few of the starters from the last game, the likes of Rahul Kalandi, is on the bench for this clash. The first start for Ronald Shering Sherpa. No David tonight for Kameng United. Both the coaches sticking to a 4-3-3 formation. The Capital Complex does prefer an attacking brand of football. Let's see what's the approach from Kameng United this evening. 3 wins out of 3 for Capital Complex. Scored 11 goals in the process, conceded only 3. And 2 of them in the opening game against Moniul FC. On the flip side, Kameng United at the opposite end of that spectrum. They've let in 5 goals and managed to find the back of the net only thrice. We're all set then with match number 20 of the INL 25-26. Referee checks his watch and away we go. The leaders, Capital Complex FC, chasing perfection, chasing purpose, while the challengers, Kameng United, fighting to rise to rhythm, to remind everyone they belong. From promise to pressure, from hope to heart, INL 25-26 rolls on. And another chapter begins right here, right now, at the Golden Jubilee Stadium. Keeper Bharat from the touchline, the man behind Capital Complex's commanding run, composed, calculating, the architect of their rise, and his counterpart, Luchan Saikia, guiding Kameng United with quiet belief. A coach who knows that even a single spark can reignite a season. Quite an aggressive start from Capital Complex. The delivery was disappointing though. Two minds, two methods, both chasing the same truth, victory, and the story it writes. Is Devia Kangam, the rightful back for Kameng United. Gaima Taba, as usual, starts at left back. The centre back pairing of the captain Taibai and Daniel Tayem. Baro Liak keeps his place in midfield. Akash Lingfa gets a start on the right flank. Milan and Jackie Ripung retains their place in the starting 11. And eyes will be on Shering Sherpa as well. First start for the number 7. And talking about Capital Complex, Di Granso in goal ahead of Jagam Loe. Toi Talo in the heart of midfield alongside Takio Tadap. Nolik Time and Vivek Gurung are going to be a big miss for Capital Complex. Those two scored 6 goals in combined out of the total 11. And more than 50% of the goals have come via Vivek and Olik Thang. Akash Thaw will have a big role to play, filling into the shoes of Vivek Guru. First start of the season for Daniel Gurung as well on the left wing, the number 42. Almost a squad overhaul from keeper Bharat. The heartbeat lies in their forward line. A slight altercation from both the managers. Kameng United depends on the resilience of Taibai at the back and the spark of Milan Singh up top. They thrive on counter-attacks, disciplined lines and sudden bursts of brilliance. A team built on heart and hard running. Two different philosophies, one rooted in control, the other in courage, about to collide under the clear skies of UPA. Four and a half minutes of play gone. So far it's Capital Complex dominating, having the numerical superiority around the ball. Plenty of passing options. They progress through the phases with the same structure. And that's the hallmark of the gameplay. The formation looks ball oriented. Free kick for the men in red. It's a dink towards the far post. Tried to nod it back across onto the side netting. Daniel Guru drifting out wide. Just couldn't keep it on play. Ball retention so quick from Capital Complex, and now on the counter. Jackie was isolated. Lack of options up top. The Capital Complex had the numerical supremacy. And Milan Singh literally outnumbered. He needs more support from that midfield of Akash Lingfa, Baroliak, and Shedding Sherpa. The three of them got to stay close to the likes of Milan Singh and Jappy Rapong. The Capital Complex fans representing Itanagar. It's just a 30 kilometers drive from Hupia. That's a good header from Taibai. Kaima Taba looked solid so far at left back. Capital Complex rebuilding. And then that switch onto the wide area. Is Akash Kino. Totapu playing at right full back. Tadup runs out of play. A few clubs they embody the growth of Arunachal's football, like these two at present. Capital Complex always the flag bearers from the heart of the state. More on that later. Milan Singh. Milan Singh sends a good ball in. No options inside the box. Comfortably cleared away by Techi Tatra, the captain. No one challenging him. Have long been the benchmark of professionalism and structure. Capital Complex, the youth programs and community outreach and consistent performances have inspired a generation to believe that football in Arunachal can stand shoulder to shoulder with the nation's best. Now the team in purple, Kameng United, they carry the voice of the hills. It's Jackie Rapong on the attack. Instrumental in taking the game deeper into grassroots and giving young players from remote districts a platform to dream and deliver. Together though, they represent the two sides of Arunachal's footballing rise. Ambition, accessibility, excellence and emotion. The very soul of the Indrajit Namchum Arunachal League. That is why the state franchisee leagues like INAL are doing more than filling stands. They're building the foundation of Indian football. Meanwhile, for Capital Complex, laying the foundation, Shedding Sherpa. Akash Tor rather, who wins a free kick in a decent area. What can they produce from here? Dakar Mengia on the ball. benched the likes of Dorji Siwang, the side's regular starter. Chance to prove his mettle. KAMENG takes it, goes straight at the keeper. Catching practice for Gulshan Kumar. Here comes KAMENG United. A win, a draw and a defeat. They're coming on the back of a 1-4 thrashing to United Kurung FC. They begun their campaign on 5th of October against Dibang United. In the second game, they drew 1-1 against Namsai. Teshu David scored the equaliser for them on the 68th minute mark. Not part of the starting lineup today. And now spots the run from the middle. Defenders saw that early. The young players are really getting exposure to professional setups early in their career, nurturing talent that might otherwise go unnoticed. Damli Bonio will have a crucial role to play in the absence of Oleg Thaing. Vivek Guru. Staggering numbers for the striker. Scored 4 goals, including a hat-trick against Siang Warriors FC on 9th of October, contributing to the side's 5-1 victory. In their absence, KAMENG, Akash and Daniel Guru got to step up. Before that, they got to stop this attack. It's Jackie. Jackie takes a shot. The regulation take for Di Granso. In between the sticks for Capital Complex. First shot on target of this evening. Positive signs from KAMENG United. Was a long ball. Is in the clear. And Akash Thaw. He opens the scoring. Capitalizing onto a defensive error. Deceived by the bounce, the centre back. And Akash Thaw takes full toll. Was 1-on-1 with the keeper. And he never gonna miss from there. Akash Thaw hands Capital Complex the lead. Look at that. Miscalculating the bounce, committing early. Akash Thaw continuing with his run. Watched the ball till the last minute, and that has eventually paid dividends. 1-0 for Capital Complex. Ronaldo completely flabbergasted by that awkward bounce. KAMENG United unsettled by Akash Thaw's strike. They've had 7 goals last evening. 1 already within the first quarter. Here's the replay of that goal. Hage Sarbo with that forward ball. And Akash Thaw with a comfortable finish. Drills it into the bottom corner. Their 12th goal of the season. They've scored 6 goals per game on average. Nearly 11 goals before this from 3 games. Almost touching an average of 3. I had to expect them to score quite a few tonight as well. The KAMENG United would want to avoid defeat. United Kurung FC just breathing down their neck with 3 points. Just getting caught into their passing drills. And during the defensive phase, they organize the shape pretty well. Then look to press forward, win the ball high up the field. But the ball carrier always under pressure from Akash Tao and Daniel Guru. Is Jackie asking for help? And it comes from Sherry. And Di Granso is claiming it early. Pass is cut off nicely. He's playing like a well-oiled machine. Capital complex. Out wide. Damli Bonio spots the run, leaves it for Sarbo. Drills it for Talo. Chance for a cross once more. Keeps going past a couple. Couldn't get past the third. The ball is won back cleanly. Only momentarily though. In a sense, the state franchise leagues really, they bridge the gap between aspiring generations, opportunity creating a pipeline of talent, ambition and professionalism that strengthens Indian football from the ground up. Good passing game has been snatched at the defending third. Ball recovery is so quick from Capital Complex, making life difficult for KAMENG United at the moment. Preparing a change. There might be some issues with Ronald. Now between the lines. Bright idea. Too much weight on that pass. Controlled possession from Capital Complex. So quick off the blocks. Ronaldo, Wairakpam, replaced by Krish.
Ronaldo Wairopam, replaced by play number 11, Chris Wardiali.
Early blow for Luton Saikia. adding insult to injury. That change, down by a goal as well. Driven backward by Capital Complex's high press. Attempts a shot. Sharing Sherpa struggling to make inroads. Capital Complex, they come away. An early ball sent in. Akash Tau was the target, who made his way into the center. Good coverage on this occasion. Taibai was alert, averting the danger in the exchange of a corner kick. Daniel Guru ready to take this. It's hung up towards the far post. Lack of pace, lack of power. And Akash Chino was interested. It goes over him. Too much height on that delivery. The movement from Capital Complex have been fluid. Stitching passes together. Sarbo. Takio Tadap. Techi Tatra from deep. Wasteful. There's one region with immense potential. In the Northeast, football is just more than a game. It's woven into the fabric of everyday life. From the bustling streets of Itanagar to the valleys and the hills, the rhythm of the ball echoes in every community, in every schoolyard, in every local tournament. In Arunachal Pradesh as well, the game has become a shared language, a way for communities to come together to celebrate talent and to nurture dreams. And the rise of clubs like Suban City Capital Complex, KAMENG United, has brought professionalism to this passion, giving players a path from grassroots to glory. The ball circulation never stops from Capital Complex. They make players available around the ball, which is why plenty of passing options. That quickly creates those passing angles in tight spaces. Got to try something different. It's difficult to breach the Capital Complex defense with that kind of a ball. Close to the keeper, favorable height for Di Granso. Tautapu. And goes for that switch. Too much weight. And Gulshan Kumar, the club's first choice keeper. Good pressure from Capital Complex. Daniel Gurung wins it in the advance area. And a lofted pass inside the box. Daniel pulls it back. Doesn't reach a red shirt. Good defensive work. Debia Kangam saving grace on this occasion. Wave after wave. Can they hit them on the break? Yet again, Capital Complex numerically ahead, deep inside their own region. They move up, they drop back in numbers. A testament to their fitness and stamina. Now the build up. The defensive midfielder just dropping in between the two centre backs. The ball carrier, Takio Tadap, saw that gap on the far left. Runs out of steam for a throw in. The young players, among them an underlying force, inspires, excites and shapes the lives of generation hungry to leave its mark on the game. And that is so refreshing. And the way Arunachal evolved the last few years as a footballing nation is quite commendable. And may they continue to do so. When you talk about the Northeast, we talk about the powerhouses, the footballing hotbeds like Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Assam as well. And now Arunachal Pradesh started to stake a claim onto that burgeoning list. Free kick for Capital Complex. The captain Techi Tatra rose to ranks while playing for the state in the Santosh Trophy. Sends in a floated ball. And the defender on this count, very aware of his surroundings, just leaving it alone. Di Granzo, untroubled so far. The back line having a field day. Lack of pressure. Getting a lot of time and space. And now he's pickpocketed the purple side. And gets the shot away. 1-0 Capital Complex. Wonder why there was a slight pause in like it issues. And everything now is back up. Planning to develop the next move. Wide on the far left. A Capital Complex beautifully exploding down the wings. And Akash Tau making those diagonal runs, dragging the defenders out of their position. Performing his role pretty well up front, getting decent support from the KAMENG and Daniel Guru. Here is the latter. He excels from set pieces in towards the keeper. Beautifully taken down by Gulshan. Techi Tatra got in the way like a wall of China, a rock of Gibraltar, whatever you may like to call it. Good defending. Is leading the defense line. Need to show some more intent. Kameng United. Estechi. Very instrumental for Arunachal Pradesh at the national stage. Continues with Capital Complex this season as well. Finds its way out. Goes on the outside. Gets a foot in. Devi Akangam. The influence area just stays unoccupied for Capital Complex. Just attracting players towards the first phase, which leads to the gap creation in between the lines in midfield. Is finding a lot of joy down the left wing. Takes a look up. Couldn't keep it in play. Had 3 red shirts to aim at. All of them waiting for a quality ball. Injury concerns. They've already lost Ronald with an injury. The Kameng United fans slightly worried. They will be happy supporting the Reds in the lead. Akash Tau justifying his inclusion in the starting lineup. We saw last night as well. Nearly 3,000 attendance for the second game. Not a bad number on a working day. 5 minutes of regulation time left in the first half, chested down by Akash. Beautifully cut off. KAMENG United defense very alert. Now space for Akash. Sometimes just overplays it. Sarbo. That's a great ball in. Flag stayed down. Now the first touch deserts him. But what a ball in from Sarbo. Just splitting in the KAMENG United defense. They were caught ball watching. Just had to take a hit towards goal. Now they rebuild. Applying a high line in defense. Halfway inside now. Into the KAMENG territory. Now the give and go not allowed. Debia Kangam playing a spoil sport to that party. I tried to take on Akash Kino. And now they're pushing up Akash. Cross comes in. Good header. Cleared away by Kino. On to the attacking transition. Misplaced pass. It was intercepted midway by Daniel Time. This is better from KAMENG. Daniel darting in. Away just in time by Tapu. No nonsense clearance. Just growing into the game. In the closing stages of the first half. Too much power on that corner. A difficult one to control. And before the Suban Siri game, the Capital Complex would not want to drop points. Both of them equal at present. On to 9 points each. Victory takes them 3 points clear. Now the ball sent in. Looking for that touch from Akash. Just had to poke it towards goal. Jackie Rapone. Sharing Sherpa. Does well and manages to see that run.
You will be minimum 3 minutes of added time.
The defensive organisation absolutely on point from Capital Complex. Just to one shot on target in the first half from KAMENG. 3 minutes added on. It's got time and space to turn. Talo goes crossfield. Onto the loose is Dumley. Couldn't penetrate through the middle. Will come back once more. Takio Tadap. Only for the keeper to collect and release. 2 ahead of him. Finds one on the right hand side. Great acceleration. Supremely composed. But this is a chance for KAMENG United. The shot is scuffed. Shedding Sherpa. Got into right position. Just closed down when he was about to pull the trigger. Selling one dummy, Takio. Capital Complex, can they find the insurance goal before heading into the break? Free kick awarded to Capital Complex. The last thing KAMENG United would want. And a yellow card flashed as well. Chance from the set piece. Perfect time for the league leaders to find another goal and make things difficult for KAMENG. Is Devia Kangam, the right fullback, booked? Here comes the free kick, keeper spills it, and it's 2-0. Mistake from Gulshan. Butterfingers from the goalkeeper. Just skids off him.
Goal for Capital Complex Field by player number 18.
Quickly capitalized on the follow-up. It's turned in. Just at the cusp of half-time. They score the second goal, Capital Complex. Look at that effort. Directly from a free kick. Dives to his right, the keeper. And a simple tap in from Toyu Talo. On the follow-up. Providing the goods for Capital Complex. One last chance of this half. Now, the game hasn't been keenly contested. The men in red were clearly on top right from the beginning. They played like leaders. Chance to reduce the margin and find some consolation from this half. Not quite. That back header from Taibai didn't go in. The referee brings the
Ladies
first
and
half to a
gentlemen,
close.
the halftime score is Capital Complex
A
at
half
number 2,
thoroughly dominated by
KAMENG
Capital
FC
Complex,
0.
and they deservingly head into the dressing room with this scoreline. Goal apiece from Akash Tao and Toi Talo. Work to do for Kameng United when they come back for the second half. The first half has been a one-way traffic. Capital Complex winning each and every duel and made things difficult for Kameng United. We'll show you the first half then in numbers and how the game progressed. Possession 60-40, 7 shots taken, 3 on target, 2 of them resulting into goal, 2 corners each for both the sides. A lot to improve for Kameng United. They need goals to mount a comeback in this game. And currently, it's the Capital Complex side who are on song. Stay tuned, do not go anywhere. We'll join you back after the break with the second half. Welcome back. You are watching the Arunachal League 25-26 live on the YouTube channel of Indrajit Namchi Arunachal League. It's Capital Complex FC up against Kameng United. This is match number 20 coming your way live from the Golden Jubilee Stadium in Upia. We are getting ready for the second half to proceed. Teams emerge once more onto the pitch. The referee's whistle, and off we go then. A decisive half that will echo long after the final whistle. The Capital Complex stride forward with composure, seeking to maintain their dominance in this half as well. Can Kameng United surprise them with fire? Can they show some hunger to rewrite the script, to seize the momentum that could shift the game? Had to make one change in the first half with Ronaldo leaving the pitch with an injury. Krish came on. No changes from Tipa Bharat. AFC A license holder, highly experienced. Oh, beautifully played. This could be a chance. Quick feet, and now Daniel gets the shot in. No power. Gulshan Kumar with the save. Daniel Guru. Is he clipped from behind? Yes, says the ref. Free kick for Kameng United. Arunachal Saikia, who wasn't present on the bench in the last game against United Kuru. And assistant coach Teshi Thakkar was in charge. Saikia just back from illness. Damli Bonio lays it out of the tight area. Swift movement from Capital Complex. It goes back out. And the combination didn't work. Kameng United having the ball. They try to build up from the near side. Tevia Kangam making a run inside the ball carrier. Underlapping movement is nudged. Akash Lingfa wins the free kick. Just inviting that challenge onto him. Shering Sherpa. What can he manufacture? Will this result into a goal? It's swung in good shape on the free kick. Punched away by the goalkeeper. Big long clearance. Akash Tao, using his upper body strength, wins the ball. Is Akash. Pushed from behind. Infringement. 12 goals scored, 3 conceded. 2-0 victory in the last game against FC Yiga United. A similar scoreline in this one. Capital Complex onto the 6th gear. Here is the free kick, floated in. Chance for a cross, Takar Mengia. Off. Away from 2, past the 3rd. It was a trailing leg. He claims for a free kick. In between 2 purple shirts. Here's the left foot. Good ball in. The flag went up. What about that cross? Takar Mengia curling it towards Akash Tau. A difficult one to control. Needs enough power through neck muscle to keep that on target. It came at him so quickly. No room to generate that power. Taking the aerial route. They've got numbers behind the ball. They fall back to mitigate the space. He can get there with his pace. Akastau. Sliding challenge. Tai Bai. Mengia. On to Tadap. Tatra now. With that switch. It's 2v1 situation. Comfortable on the ball. Capital Complex. Another good looking aerial ball. Shows one way, goes the other. Stuck to him like a leech. A good start to this half from Takar Mengia. From the left wing. Adding a lot of bite, a lot of spark. The Capital Complex's attacks. That's more like it, 3-on-3. More numbers falling back. De Granso. A few of the players from this Capital Complex setup did represent Arunachal Pradesh in the Santosh Trophy. Even this year, Santosh Trophy slated to start from the month of December. Chance for few uncapped ones to even make their way into the squad. We start with the regional qualifiers, then the final rounds. Oh, that's clever. Was on to it in a flash. Daniel Guru lost control of Shedding Sherpa. Surveys the area. Captain Devia. Into the channel. Jackie. Forced to play it back. It's a much better route to go out wide. Hint of handball. Change getting ready. KAMENG United. Double substitution. Beta Taki will come on.
Substitution for Kameng United FC. Player
So as the number
number 7,
19,
Yaman Baba, replaced by player number
Yuri Baba.
19, Yuri Baba. And player number 8, replaced by player number 22, Beka Taki.
Beta Taki and Yuri Baba. A striker and a midfielder brought on. Two attacking moves from Luchan Saikia. Now the only way they can get something out of this game is by scoring goals. Hits the ref. The team in possession will get the ball back, according to the laws. Tachitaka, a very busy player. I saw him operate in multiple positions at the National Football Championship a couple of years ago. And now cutting in. Draws a free kick. Milan. He was clipped. Nip in the bud. KAMENG United. The mountain to climb. Confident from the goalkeeper. Just punching it out safely. That came against Suban City on 18th of October. Gonna be a cracker of contest. KAMENG United new on the same day. 7 p.m. evening kickoff. The 3 points that could have helped them overtake Moniul. That looks quite an impossible task at this point, especially the way this game ebbed and flowed. Was he caught? The referee stops play. It's Guri Baba. Down on the deck. Is getting in behind. Was pulled down. He needs treatment. We're approaching the hour mark. Let's have a look at the incident. That arm came out, which is why the referee had to stop play. Hage Sarbo was the player committing that foul. Take Tatra. Play resumes after a slight stoppage. Capital Complex. They continue to dictate terms. Trying to now influence proceedings from deep with that long aimless. Zakashkino looked pretty relaxed, hardly been challenged. Daniel from the right. Akash finds Akash Tor onside clearly. Here is the delivery. It's just over Toitalo. Taitaba overstretched, just touching it behind for a corner. Swings. Daniel Guru went for glory. Illegal mistake from Gulshan Kumar, but luckily no one present inside the box. Got punished late in the first half for mishandling with a free kick. It was turned in by Toitalo. Here is a move that could earn them a corner. That wait is prolonged. Referee gives a goal kick. Important game coming up after this. Patkai United against Namsai. Patkai will look to continue their winning run. And that will eventually get them close to the top 2 spot. Here is a good looking ball in. And the header just over to KAMENG here with a delightful cross. The header took a deflection as well. Daniel Guru was denied. Here is the cross once more. Beautifully measured. A diving header. Just couldn't divert it goalwards. Daniel from the corner. No damage done. Tatra will keep it alive for Capital Complex. Goes direct. Four changes getting ready. Wholesale of changes for Capital Complex. It's the right time to test your bench ahead of the big game against Subansiri. Look at that intervention from Tatra. I won't be surprised if keeper Bharat decides to rest few of his key players. Just surging ball towards the far side, back onto his feet, and out of frustration committing that foul. This incident will eventually allow time for the changes to take place. Akash Tor is off, so as The scorer of the second goal, Toy Talo. So both the goal scorers taken off. Daniel Guru and Damli Bonio is off as well.
Substitution for CCFC. Player number 40,
All like for like changes
replaced by
coming
player
up.
number 20, Dorji Sewang. And player
Dorji
number
Sewang,
20, Taro, replaced by player
starter
number 13, Oli Tai. And player
in the
number
previous game,
7, Akash Taro,
has been
replaced
brought
by
on.
player number 66, Jenko Gabi. And player number 10, Damli Bomnio, replaced by player number 9, Vivek Guru.
Damli Bonio had a quiet evening. Now fresh legs. Tautapu. Tautapu ran into space. What a hit. Quickly on the turn. Good save from Gulshan Kumar. Vivek Guru comes on. The side's top goal scorer. A chance to add a few more to his tally of 4 already. Good funneling from the Capital Complex defense line. Denying spaces between the lines. Capital Complex struggling to progress the ball upfield. Kameng. And is that cross? Keeper under pressure. Plucks it out of the air. Confident goalkeeping from De Granso. Now shielding the ball is Takyoted up. Vivek Guru. Great ball. Lot of options. Find the closer one. Here is that ball in. Headed back across goal. Good first touch. Expertly brought down. Snapping into the challenge. Wins the ball clean. Adventurous from the midfielder. From the right once more, Vivek Guru. Steering at the centre. Well, the header not on target. I tried to glide it goalwards. It stayed out. Was on rushing as well. What a peach of a ball from the right hand side. There was a chance to extend the lead. Searching for their 4th win of this campaign. Capital Complex, a commanding position. KAMENG United just no match to this Capital Complex side. And I will be happy the score line didn't increase. That might change. And there's the third. The first of the second half. And that's what you call the commentator's boon. And it took Capital Complex nearly 25 minutes in the second half
Goal for Capital
to find one.
by player number 19, KAMENG.
They look dejected. The skipper Taibai. And the body language summarizes the evening for KAMENG United. And the goals continue to flow at the Indrajit Namchur Arunachal League 25-26. A complete team effort. And what's the best part about this team is that they do not rely on any individual player. They attack as a collective unit. Always dreamt of representing the state at the national level. The Capital Complex would certainly want to represent Arunachal Pradesh in the I-League 3rd Division. Takar Mengia, scorer of the third goal. Rewarded for his hard work. He covers a lot of space. Tremendous work rate. He's at a willing runner once more. Olik Tang. He's got a couple of goals in this league already. One in the last game. The other against Siang Warriors. Which Capital Complex won 1-5. Vivek Gurung scored a hat-trick in that fixture on 9th of October. Apart from the playing 11, even the reserve bench so strong for Capital Complex. A lot of goal scoring options. 14 goals scored already. Taibai. The rub of the green not going KAMENG United's way. Jenko Gadi. A new player in that setup, in that zone. A defensive midfield, so crucial. Considered as the spine of a team. Position mastered by the likes of Sergio Busquets and Golo Kante. If you talk about Indian circuit, we got to mention Apuya or even Mehtab Hussain for that matter. We've had a goal in the first quarter. We are entering the last quarter. KAMENG United just trying to limit the damage. That's a clever release. Comfortable for the goalkeeper. Vivek Guru. Players making run around him. That's a positive sign. Oh, touched on nicely. He can't get there. Jenko got it. Beautifully stolen. It's Dorji Siwang. Jenko. Dorji's cross. Straight to Gulshan. And the second goal will certainly go down as a goalkeeping error. And the ball skids off his arms. And Toi Talo said thank you very much. The Capital Complex at that stage hardly needed a gift, yet they were presented one. Vivek, always looking to get in behind the opposition's defense. He's got the pace, he's got the acceleration to trouble opponents. Oh, evades the challenge, jinxing past those red shirts. Obstruction foul from Kino. Free kick for KAMENG United. Receiving treatment. Milan Singh haven't had much of the ball. Jackie Rapung as well, for that matter, been devoid of service. Had to defend almost throughout these 90 minutes. There's an opportunity for Shering Sherpa. Just lashes it on goal. And gathers it up quite comfortably. Di Granso. Chance on the break. Ambitious try. Yeah, they look disjointed, vulnerable in defense. Tonight as well, KAMENG. 8 goals conceded. And not only in the defending part, even attackingly, didn't do enough. Just a 3 goal scored. They've not only got striking issues while defending as well. We've got to fix those loopholes before the next game against Moniul. The one thing certainly they do not want is to end at the bottom. Still 5 more rounds after this game. Milan Singh, that's look quite serious. We're into the last 10 minutes of this game. And the scoreline still reads Capital Complex 3, Kameng United nil. Goal apiece from Akash Stau, Toitalo, and Tekar Mengia. Capital Complex making a changes. Toku Panu, fifth change of this game.
Substitution for Capital Complex.
We've exhausted all of the options.
Replaced by player number 8, Taku Panu.
The midfielder comes on. Teshu Tatra, a big figure in the defense. A lovely flick on. Just try to guide it towards Mengia. Takio with the linchpin in their midfield. Tatra over this. The Capital Complex certainly on a free scoring side. The flag went up immediately. Victory just takes Capital Complex to 12 points. Another mistake, another chance, only time. Stops us and turns and sets up for a hit. And beautifully drilled in. Oh, whistle was gone. And that goal won't stand. Won't be counted for real. Fine link up display. Just flagged off. It's time and again toying with the Kameng United FC defense. The substitution is ready on the sideline. Run offered. Gets the ball. No space for the cross. Laid back nicely. Ball delivered inside the penalty area. Tolikain is present. Just cleared away. So that's that for Milan Singh. Chukwuabo replacing him.
Substitution for Kameng United FC. Player number 10, Vaishram Milan Singh, replaced by player number 20, Chukwuabo.
On the same zone. Lovely footwork, beautiful cross. Deep defending. A chance wasted by Capital Complex. Very uncharacteristic of them. They continue to pile on the pressure. Always hungry for goals. Oh, the pressure. Fumbles once more. Vivek Guru with a step over. Vivek slipping away from his marker. And yet again, the end product was disappointing. And that was beautiful. That run through the middle. Number 20 who's just come on. Chance to throw on the counter. Covering quite a few yards with the ball at his feet. Toku. Kept in play somehow. 3 red shirts awaits in the box. Incoming towards Vivek, who went up for it. Clearance drops on the box. Looks like a head injury. The referee stops play to immediate effect. The fans will assemble for the next game as well. This game has been somewhat not so keenly contested. It's been a smooth sailing for Capital Complex. None of the side and gave them tough time so far in the first 4 games at least. Oh, through the legs. That's much better. Not that pass though. He looked very proactive since he came on. Number 20 of KAMENG United. Chukwuabo. He looked quite sharp. Always eager to make those direct arrowing runs inside the box. Comes back the other way. Capital Complex. Made their opponents drown in complexities. 4 minutes added on. Just a few seconds away from another victory.
There will be minimum 4 minutes of weather time.
Will be their fourth one in a row. The winning run continues. Earns a corner for all his hard work, Tautapu. Problem now for the captain, Taibai. Does he need a stretcher? That's what the referee trying to confirm. It looks all right. Back up onto his feet. Keeper drawn out. Another error in judgment. It's been a nightmare already for Gulshan Kumar. Prevents the ball from going out. And they find a consolation goal. The difference in quality is palpable. This is the chance for them. Good save, Di Granso. The second attempt on target from KAMENG United, chance of this game so far. A rare mistake from a capital complex defender that opened up. Chukwuabu quickly gets onto the feet of the opposition. Sharp turn, Vivek Guru. Gulshan off his line quickly. Low and hard. Somehow it's been defended. They managed the game so well. Could be the last attack of this game. Beautifully lifting. Oh, great strike! What a hit! Sublime finish. All in time. With a spectacular goal.
Goal for Capital Complex.
A goal for the ages.
All in time.
On top of his fitness. That's a remarkable finish. Look at that. On the volley. On the half turn. Sat up beautifully. Catching it clean. Been allowed a lot of to get that shot away, no one closing him down. Everyone backed off. And there it is. A 4-0 victory for Capital Complex FC. Considering their position at the top, reinforcing their dominance and sending a clear message to the league.
Ladies and
They are the
gentlemen,
team
the
to beat
final
this season.
score, Capital Complex
Not
FC
good
4,
scenes though.
Kameng United FC
Impulse
0.
flaring. Few words exchanged. Referee trying to clear the mess. 4 wins in a row for Capital Complex FC. Another statement of their authority. A goal apiece from Akash Tao, Toitalo, Takar Mengia, and Olik Thang with the best finish of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, that
Full
concludes
time,
the
it's
match
Capital
today.
Complex FC 4,
We hope you have
Kameng
enjoyed the
United
game.
0.
The player of the match for this
Capital
match
Complex
goes to
remains on
player
top
number
with 12
19,
points.
Takar from Capital Complex FC.
Takar Mengia has been announced as the player of the match. He's put in a lot of labor, put in a lot of hard work.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match to be played here is between
2 goals in the
Akai
first half,
United
2 goals in the
FC
second.
and Namsai FC at
That's the
7
game
p.m.
in numbers. Look at the possession, the shots. 8 of them on target. Half of them converted into goals. Even the corners won half the number of Kameng United Football Club. The next game coming up, gonna be a crucial one as well. Patkai United will take on Namsai. Capital Complex continues their dominance on top of the table. 15 goals scored, their second clean sheet in a row. Keeper Bharat will be ecstatic with his team's performance tonight. A great result, great motivation ahead of the Subansiri FC game. That's all from this one. We'll join you shortly with match number 21. See you soon.